Yo, what's going on, Rizq takers? I hope you're doing well. Today's video is Anthony Joshua's 10 rules for success. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe for more podcasts and inspirational videos. And if you haven't already heard, we've got a huge sale going on right now for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So head over to the website www.norisknorizq.com to get 40% off all your items now. All you have to do is enter BFCM at the checkout, click apply, and you'll get the discount. The sale ends on the 3rd of December, so make sure to head over there right now and get your Rizq gear. Guys, we give 10% to charity, and every single penny that we make goes back into making this channel bigger and better for you. So make sure you support the brand and join the Rizq Taker family. Now, as always guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy. AJ is a British professional boxer. He represented England and won silver at his first major tournament, the AIBA Boxing World Championships in Azerbaijan back in 2011. And he had only been boxing for 4 years at that point. He pushed forward the following year to win gold at the London 2012 Olympics, representing Great Britain. Since then, he has gone on to become a former unified world heavyweight champion, having held the WBA, the IBF, the WBO, and IBO titles between 2016 and 2019. He'll soon be challenging to regain his titles back in less than 10 days' time in Riyadh. I wish him well, and I'll be going out to Riyadh as well to support him. So make sure that you subscribe and keep up to date with all the vlogs that we put out from Saudi Arabia. Now, let's see what his 10 rules for success are.
You know, when you're young, you've got so much energy, not much to do. So sometimes you can find yourself doing stuff that you're not supposed to do, but you don't realize it because you're just burning up energy. It doesn't always have to be sport, you know, but try to be productive, do good things. Whether it's charity work, I know it doesn't sound cool, you know what I mean, but in the long run, when you get a bit older and stuff and you start realising about your future, you'll understand. And I just hope that the elder generation as well can guide the youth, because sometimes the youth don't have anyone to look up to.
Hype is hype, you know, but depends who believes it and who don't. But I believe in myself. Yeah. I back myself.
That's what's important.
Yeah, I just back myself, because I wouldn't say, if I didn't work hard and I didn't come gym every day, I wouldn't be here telling I back myself. But I put in the work to compete with the elites. So I definitely back myself. But most definitely, what I am today, like that's what I said, is that going back to the Olympics, what I am in 2012 isn't going to be the Anthony Joshua in 2016. It's all, without no struggle, there's no progress. So we'll be grinding, working to improve. So my debut will be a good Anthony Joshua, but ain't going to be the greatest Anthony Joshua. That comes with time. So the pressure and all the hype, as long as I get in there, I perform, and I get that win, everyone's going to be happy, I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to be out again in the next 10 days or 30 days, so we just got to keep the ball rolling, really.
Words of advice in terms of staying focused. I think that if you're a dog and you hang around sheep, you'll soon start making sheep noises. So I think be very wary of your surroundings, try and stay around focused people, and always ask questions of support, because you never know the inspiration or guidance you need to keep you on track. It could be, right through the next door. So always ask for help and support, because it's easy to find people who want to help and keep you on track.
Winning is a formula that everyone wants to do, and when you're winning, it's easy to become complacent, but complacency is the killer of success, and nobody goes and become successful alone. So I'm the one fighting, but there's a whole support staff behind. Everyone needs to be as enthusiastic as the person that's going out to compete and giving out that final product. We have time, we have projects, camp, non-camp. So as long as in non-camp we're preparing for a successful camp ahead and debriefing 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, then we go into the camp. It may not be perfect, but as long as we're getting closer to perfection, we've got a better chance of winning every time, because the person behind is watching where we are. And if we're content and happy with what we're achieving because it's out of the ordinary, that person is only going to improve what we're doing and take it to a new height. So we've got to stay ahead of the game.
There is no hard part about being a professional boxer. It's a blessing. And if I wasn't a professional boxer, it'd be a blessing as well. As I said, wealth comes in character. It's not about status. So there's no big difference to
to what I do that determines who I am. It's just, boxing is a blessing because I do it for passion, not for occupation.
Kurbat Pulev is your next opponent, October 28th.
Yeah.
We discussed earlier that it could potentially was Klitschko, but was it different to kind of get that camp feeling and that motivation back for a mandatory?
I need camp. I need camp. Well, how long can I stay in Vegas for? You know what I mean? You need to get back to camp. So I've got to keep my my head on my shoulders and stay hungry. Honestly, because if you don't, it's easy to fall off and kind of get trapped in the trappings of success. Bernard Hopkins tells us about all that stuff. You know, stay focused, triple D, discipline, dedication, determination.
Rain, sun or snow, you got to put in the work, do you know what I mean? But instead of running on the streets and slipping on the ice, you just go indoors on a treadmill. You crank up the miles a bit and you put it on an incline, so you still get the workout, but you just do it in a smarter way. So 90% of this is based on hard work, so it's important to have the ethic within you.
There's a lot of science in sport now. People can tell you're going to be ill before you're ill due to data and repetition and a lot of data that they've collected over years and following you around, testing your blood, your energy levels, your iron levels. So there's so much data and information on the human body that training has evolved as well. But I do believe that the old school is the best school because the guys were ready to fight through brick walls to achieve their goals. We don't want to work around science so much that we stop believing in our true intuition that no, I can achieve it. Even though I've got a cold or even though my hand's hurting, I'm going to still beat this guy. And I do believe that it's very different, but I do believe old school is the best school for sure.
I've done my session this morning. Listen, nothing's ever going to be perfect. So I'm punching. The whole bag comes out of the wall. Don't worry about that, that's boxing feet. Stay hungry on the wall here, stay humble. 2 words I live by. Staying hungry means no matter where you've come from, the struggles your peoples have faced, your family, or no matter how far you get in life, I think it's always important to remain ambitious. I feel like man and woman should live with a purpose. So that's important to always live with purpose, so that's stay hungry. And stay humble for me kind of says, no matter if I'm meeting the president, the king of a country, or I'm meeting someone who's struggling in society, I treat them with the same respect. I don't turn my nose up at one or arse lick another, do you know what I mean? I think it's always important to carry yourself with dignity and carry that level of respect.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's well. I can say boxing, and more boxing. In my short 11-year career, from the amateurs to the pros, I can say I've seen a lot. I wouldn't say I've seen it all yet, but I've definitely seen a lot. There's times that I faced defeat as an amateur in my third fight. And imagine I would have stopped then, there'll be no now. I lost in the European quarterfinals. Imagine I stopped then, there'll be no now. I lost in the World Championship finals. Imagine I stopped then, there'll be no now. So I feel like stopping isn't in my DNA. To continue, and as long as I have breath in me, I'll keep on fighting for the passion of boxing, more so to carry the sport as an ambassador of the sport and for an ambassador of championship level fighting. I feel like that's where I belong. You know, ever since I got into boxing, I've just tried to rise to the top. Never wanted to be mediocre with it. I'm born with a fighting spirit. I know how to fight. And the blessing is that people reflect it as you lost the titles. You lost your titles. And I always say is that to lose something is to never get it back. I lost X. That means that you're never going to get it back. But I believe, and I'm certain, that I have a second chance, December 7th. We didn't have no warm-up fights. I'm not gun shy. I'm looking forward to getting back in at December 7th and reclaiming my belts, Shannon Briggs, can I get a let's go champ? Can I get a let's go champ? Can I get a let's go champ? That's what I'm talking about, let's go champ. Shannon Briggs talks about the times he was down and out, when nobody believed in him. I think everyone in this room has been through certain things where nobody believed in them. And nobody in this room would be here if they gave up. And that's where Let's Go Champ comes into my life right now. Thank you very much.
I made this video because AJ is a true champion inside and outside of the ring, and I would love to do a podcast with him to understand the mindset of a world champion and someone who the world looks to for inspiration and they adore. Leave a comment below letting us know which rule resonates most with you, and is there anyone who particularly inspires you who you want to see me make a video of. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Head over to the store Rizq.com, enter the code BFCM to get 40% your total basket only until Tuesday the 3rd of December 2019. If you're watching after that date, that sale has now ended. Make sure you follow us over on Instagram to stay up to date with all the latest offers and trends, and that's No Risk, No Rizq. Peace.